Hey, good people, how you doing? I hope your New Year's is going amazing. I was watching the Tampa Bay and New Orleans game. I'm getting back to it in a minute, but this jumped into my spirit as I was watching the game. For some reason, out of nowhere, it jumps into my spirit. Um, we all want prosperity. We all want to get out of the rut that we're in. For those of us that are in that financial rut or mental rut, right? Personal rut, whatever that rut is, right? So we seek out life coaches, executive coaches, our pastors, mentors, and they give us some great advice. I believe they're ordained to do what they do. I know a lot of phenomenal people that do that for a living, and they're great. But here's the deal. They'll give you some advice on where you should be in like 6 months if you do X, Y, Z. Because you tell them what you want. But here's what you didn't tell them. You didn't tell them what God willed for your life. You didn't tell them God's purpose for your life because you didn't go to God first, right? So when you don't go to God first, you miss out on the perfect answer and the perfect direction. Catch that? If you don't go to God first, you miss out on the perfect answer and a perfect direction. Now, the life coaches, the executive coaches, the mentors, and the pastors, man, listen, you went to them on what you had, right? And they led you on what you gave them. They're awesome people. I believe in them. I do. We need them. But you must go to God first before you go to anybody else. There's certain conversations and certain questions you must ask God first. Certain conversations you must have with God first so he can give you the answer. Not something that just sounds good. Because sometimes God is going to give you an answer that makes you uncomfortable. Right? And when God gives you an answer, don't go to anybody else afterwards. Wait on it to manifest. It may take a minute. And it may take you getting comfortable with being uncomfortable for a little bit. And that's okay. But go to God first. And that way you won't be wondering 6 months later why you're not reaping the benefits, right, of what that mentor or coach told you that you should be in 6 months. You're looking at them growing and reaping, right? And it's like, why am I not there? You're looking at other people doing, hey, man, I use the same coach. And you're wondering, why are you not there? Because you didn't go to God first for the perfect answer, right? You got to go to God first, then go to them and say, this is what God said for me to do. This is what God willed for me to do. This is what God said my purpose is. How do I make this happen? And then they will help you execute it, right? They're great assistants. And that's what God ordained people like that for. You don't ordain them to give you the answer, just assistance, right? That's it. Go to God first. Don't you go to someone else first because you're going to miss out on the perfect answer and the perfect vision. Don't you miss out. And once God give you that, it may take a minute for it to manifest and be clear, right? It may, and that's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable, but you're going to have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable for a minute, just a minute. And then God is going to show up and show out. Trust me, God will do that for you. And then when you go to the executive coaches, the mentors, the life coaches, etc., then they can help you get where you need to be within God's will. How cool is that, man? So, yes, I was talking to myself, having this conversation, and it's for somebody else out there. I know you're listening, and I hope you receive this. Let me get back to this game. It's a good one. God bless you. Have a good new year, okay? See you soon.